with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News NOWCAST.
And good morning on your Wednesday. Thanks for jumping on Facebook Live as we get you a mid-morning check of some of the stories we are following here at Erie News Now. Starting off actually with some breaking news. Former President Donald Trump will not be making a return to the social media giant Facebook. That comes after the social network's oversight board voted to uphold that ban of the former president from that social media platform. The former president's Facebook account actually suspended some 4 months ago for inciting violence that led to that deadly January 6th Capitol riot. But the board says Facebook will have to reassess that penalty at some point down the road because it's been imposed indefinitely at this point. Now, members of that Facebook oversight board also said if the company did at some point decide to restore the former president's accounts, they would need to be able to promptly address any further violations. Mr. Trump has also been permanently banned from Twitter. So again, Facebook maintaining that ban on the former president. Meantime, Mr. Trump launched a new blog not too long ago called From the Desk of Donald J. Trump. This one links to and from a campaign-like website. The blog posts are formatted like tweets with options for folks to post the content on other social media sites. There's also an option on there to donate money. Meantime, President Biden has set a new goal in the nationwide fight against the coronavirus. He says he wants at least 70% of the adult population in America to be vaccinated, at least with that first dose by the 4th of July. Now, fewer than 57% of Americans have been vaccinated so far. The president now says he's focusing on 3 areas to boost those rates. First off, vaccinated kids ages 12 to 15. We're expecting word on Pfizer's ability to do that at some point this week. Vaccine advisors have scheduled that emergency meeting for that age range. The second focus is going to be on making it easier to get vaccinated. And finally, the president says he's looking to overcome what's come to be known as vaccine hesitancy. Meantime, a local first-of-its-kind vaccine clinic happening a little later today. UPMC Hammett's focusing this one, and they're going to be focusing on vaccinating pregnant women against the virus. Happening this afternoon at UPMC Hammett's Vaccine Clinic off the Bayfront Parkway. Doctors encouraging expectant moms who may be hesitant to get that shot to come down to Hammett and roll up their sleeve.
So if the pregnant woman is asking me which one she should get, I'm going to tell her that right now the most data that we have is on Moderna and Pfizer, but the most common reported side effect is actually pain at the injection site. We're actually even seeing less severe complications with fever in those pregnant women, and this is including all trimesters.
That vaccine clinic for pregnant women at UPMC Hammett runs from noon to 5:30 today. You can make an appointment by calling the number on your screen or by heading to our website, erienewsnow.com. Well, lots of reaction this morning to that news out of Harrisburg on Tuesday. COVID-19 restrictions on Pennsylvania businesses going to be lifted at the end of the month. Governor Wolf says those capacity restrictions on bars, restaurants, and even the capacity limits for indoor and outdoor gatherings, they're all going to go away Memorial Day, May 31st, the unofficial start of the summer season. Pennsylvania's health secretary says the Keystone State's making significant progress, as she put it, in the fight against COVID-19 with more people getting vaccinated. The health department does say that the order requiring masks to be worn when you're away from home will be lifted when Pennsylvania potentially gets to 70% of folks aged 18 and up fully vaccinated. That number is right around 42% this morning. Well, from Waldameer Amusement Park to the 8th grade Tuesdays down on the Bayfront, Erie News Now did check in with some of the folks who run some of our favorite summer staples. All of them say they're happy to hear that these restrictions will soon be finished.
But the lifted restrictions, there still are some details that we're going to have to be working out with not just the state, but our local, county, and city with the health departments. But it's still a good opportunity for us to re-engage and reconnect as a community.
Waldameer is set to open up for their new season. That's start date for the year, Friday, May 15th. So yeah, just 9 days away. And some mixed news this morning for the upcoming summer fair season. Yeah, we did learn that this year's edition of the Chautauqua County Fair up in Western New York, it's not going to happen. We are learning, though, that the Warren County Fair, it's still a go for this coming summer. Organizers of that Western New York Fair say they had to cancel Chautauqua County's event because of COVID safety concerns. Just the 4th time that's happened in more than 100 years. Meantime, leaders of the Warren County Fair say they still plan to hold that event this year. That's after having to cancel 2020's edition. The Warren County Fair, still a go, set for August 10th through the 14th. And we're hanging on to some cold temperatures out the door, at least for the first week of May, cold, David.
Yeah, it's certainly chilly out there. Temperatures still in the 40s. We got gray skies. We've got some showers also moving into the area. Right now we're at 47 degrees, and we've got that westerly wind at about 8 miles per hour, so that's keeping us extra cool today. Only 50 in a Cambridge Springs. That's really one of the warmer spots we can find on the map, and over Ohio at 50, but everyone else middle and upper 40s, and it's all thanks to that colder air mass in place with that northwesterly wind up to about 10 miles per hour. Let's get a live look outside right now. Into Meadville we go. Dealing with the rain. We got those showers coming on down. We are expecting them over the next 2 hours or so. But once we get into the afternoon, may get some sunshine in there. You'll notice the green bars for the afternoon. That means that your weather impact index is going down to a 0, just like a stoplight. Green means go ahead with some of those outdoor plans, although it will be wet on the ground. You can see that we've got those showers continuing to move on in. Some drier air back there into northeastern Ohio. On Monday, interesting fact, there was an EF0 tornado in Lawrence County, and it was just outside of Portersville here, and it was a very short path, just 0.2 miles. Winds of roughly 65 miles per hour, but it was enough to take down some large branches. The Weather Service in Pittsburgh looked at that damage and determined, yes, it was actually a tornado. We've got no severe weather in our picture for today. We got the showers. Pretty light stuff overall, but you can see down there into Crawford County, we're getting a few heavier spots of rain between Meadville all the way down to Atlantic, Jamestown, northern Mercer County, Sandy Lake as well. That's where we find some of the heavier rain showers, but across a good chunk of Crawford County dealing with some moderate to even heavy rain at times. Elsewhere, some light stuff into Warren and also Erie County. You'll notice that Futurecast starts to scoop most of the rain out, still hanging east of the lakeshore as we get to lunchtime, and then we continue into the afternoon. Notice some of the breaks in the clouds. We will have some limited sunshine out there for you today. Skies clear later on tonight. That will set up the potential for a little bit of frost away from the lakeshore. It shouldn't be an overly damaging frost by any means, but still, it's a frost in May. A lot of folks have planted at least some of those plants. If you have the flower pots out there, maybe just take them inside, put them in a warm location. During the afternoon, temperatures rebound. We've got enough sunshine overall, still only in the 50s, and then we'll have some showers as we head on into your Friday. All right, for today, we are expecting temperatures to maybe reach 50 degrees, upper 40s to around 50. That's the best we can do. Still dealing with those heavier rain showers out there this morning into Crawford County. They'll hang around up until about noon, maybe 1 o'clock for you in Warren County, but we will face tiny bit of sunshine this afternoon. We'll look ahead. We've still got a string of 50s in the forecast as we get closer to the Mother's Day weekend. That discussion in just a moment.
Well, first, the governor's plan to roll back those restrictions here in Pennsylvania. Good news for the Erie Sea Wolves and baseball fans in general. Sea Wolves officials telling Erie News Now that starting with their first series when we hit the month of June, these seats at UPMC Park could be filled. All of them, yeah, kind of looking like this. Masks will still be required, though, when you head to the ballpark, at least for now.
This announcement, like I said, game changer for us. Obviously, it's we haven't had baseball in Erie for a long time, and the fact that we're going to be able to have more fans in the ballpark is just huge, and we'll be able to show off our nice shiny new toy with the new UPMC Park with a lot more people in the seats come June.
If you're wondering, the Wolves actually opened up their season last night on the road in Reading and came out on top. The home opener for the Sea Wolves set for next Tuesday. Pittsburgh Pirates, meantime, expected to announce an update on their fan capacity down at PNC Park in the coming days. And the Little League World Series is making its return to Williamsport, Pennsylvania this year. Scaled back version. It'll be held as scheduled in August, but Williamsport won't be hosting any international teams this year, so that's a major change for the Little League World Series. 16 American teams are set to go at it. Another big change, the park down in Williamsport won't be open to the general public. Just select family members and folks associated with those Little League World Series teams will be allowed in. And back to David for a look at that forecast as we move closer to the end of the week.
Yeah, we're in May and we're still looking at that potential for a little bit of frost tonight. Air temperatures pretty close to 32 degrees. I think a lot of spots will be just above that, but right down at the ground, it can always be a little bit colder because the air temperature that you see on a thermometer, or at least on our temperature map, that's about 2 meters up, so it is a little bit off the ground. You got the clear skies, light winds, temperatures are able to come down, and some of that frost is able to form. So protect some of those sensitive plants as we will be dealing with the chill tonight. And if you want to look in the late night sky, bundle up tonight. We are looking at that chance to see a few meteors. Now, this meteor shower here is the result of Halley's Comet, some of the debris from that actual comet. It's much better in the southern hemisphere, but in the northern hemisphere here in northwest PA, potentially 10 per hour. So if you're really big into meteor showers, you got one to check out tonight. It just will be on the chilly side. And as we look ahead for the next couple of days, 50s. Thursday into Friday. Friday we'll have a few more showers. Saturday looks pretty quiet. Mom's Day, though, we're going to keep an eye on a storm system. There's still some inconsistencies with the weather model. Some bring the rain right on into the area, but some keep it farther to the south. So right now, we're still kind of up in the air, but we think we may get a little bit of rain out of that system. Next week, decide to wipe out those rain chances Monday and Tuesday. At least keep them very, very low. And that's great news for the Sea Wolves home opener at UPMC Park.
All right, thank you, David. Thanks for jumping on Facebook Live as we check some of the stories that we're following. More on all of them coming up later on tonight on Erie News Now, starting at 5. We've got a half hour's worth of news headed your way at noon on WSEE. And we'll see you back here at 5 a.m. tomorrow for Erie News Now Sunrise.